guys, welcome to the second episode of Storytime with Julie. If you're new on my channel, please subscribe, like this video, give it a thumbs up and share with your friends and your loved ones. So today's video is more like a testimony, right? I doubt if I've gone to share this testimony with a larger house. I'm like, now that I have a community online, or that I'm still building a community online, it would be nice to actually share this story, share my testimony with someone, to encourage someone, and people could learn from it, right? This happened in the city of Abuja in 2017, and I think I'd just gotten back from school. If you know me from way back, you would know that I've always been a fan of exercise, workout. I want to lose weight. I'll film that video one day. Like I literally struggled to accept my body for what it was. You might be looking at me and you'll be saying, what is happening? What happened to your body? What? So for me to be like this now, so you should know that I was way slimmer than this, and I was still complaining that I was fat. So I wanted to just, work out, lose some weight, and just stay healthy. And then I just gotten back from school. What happened was I would wake up, because I was staying with my elder sister at the time, and she had just put to bed. So I was covering up for my mom, that's the word. So I was helping with the baby and helping to take care of the house. So I would wake up very early as 5 o'clock. I would go jogging, I think 5 or 6 o'clock, 5:30. I would just go jogging, I'll just work out. So this particular day I went out jogging, because sometimes my in-law would like, okay, I'll follow you, let me just But this particular day I went alone, and it was on a Saturday. And obviously Saturdays people are always working out, jogging, because it's Saturday, and the place is not, it's not like a hidden place. The area is it's an open area. Like, you always see people. The place where I usually work out, that day, the place I went to work out, like there was street lights on everywhere. So it was time for me to just go out jogging. I woke up as early as usual, and I picked up my phone, I picked up my earpiece at the time, and then I started playing a message by Apostle SELMAN, Joshua Selman. So I was playing one of Joshua Selman's messages, and I was using it to pray. So it was like I was working out my physical body, and I was working out my spirit. So I was praying in tongues, I was listening to the sermon, because it was prayer. You know how, if you know Joshua Selman, you would know how his messages, like, there are prayers in between. So it was just like a bit of everything that morning. So when I got to a particular place that I got to a junction, I was supposed to decide between either going straight where the street lights were still on, or turning to the parts where I usually go to. But that place was looking a bit darker, and it was fair. And then I just had this nudge in my spirit not to go towards that, part, or is it that part or area? Like, I wasn't like, it was also strong, like, it's okay, don't go there. So I just turned. I'm like, I beg, I'll not even go there today. I continued. I just turned. I'm like, let me just go back. Guys, I kid you not, I tell you the truth, it was the Spirit of God that made me to turn back and go back to where I was going to. Now, this was what happened. It was after the whole incident happened, I realized that a group of guys were waiting for me. More like they sighted me, and then they were down there waiting for me. So had it been I walked down to that side, it would have been easy for them to attack me and do whatever they wanted to do. Even though I didn't jog down to that, place where I usually go to, immediately I turned to go back. This happened like this. I just turned. It was in front of a bank. I just turned. I'm like, I'm not going down. Let me just turn and go back. Guys, I just saw a bike parked in front of me with 3 guys on it. I'm not lying. If it sounds like a movie, right? Now my reality, I dey tell now. So they just parked, and then there were Hausa guys. So one just came down, and then he was like, give me my phone, give me my phone. Like, the appropriate English should be give me your phone, right? So it was like, give me my phone, give me my phone, give me. So we started dragging these guys. Just wait. We started dragging. I started shouting, Tifo, 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 help me. I was dragging. Like, I don't even know where that energy came from. So they couldn't. Immediately I started shouting thief. So the guys that were jogging like ahead, they started coming back to fight, guys. That's how the guy just like hopped on the bike with the other guys, and then they started running. So one particular guy started chasing them. He was trying to hold the bike. That was how they used knife to stab him, and they pointed a gun at him. These guys came at me with a gun and a knife, but the only thing I saw was just like a little injury on my hand. It was just a scratch. But I would like to say that the Holy Spirit, that God, the angels of God that watches over me, had to restrict them from using that gun and that knife. Because what if the point where I was dragging with them, they decided to use it? Like, I went home. I was walking home and I was crying. I went home and I was in shock. I think I was in shock for like, I was traumatized. That's all. For like a few days, I couldn't really talk. I was just there because a lot started running through my head. What if? So many what ifs. Like, things that I hear happen to people. I can't believe I went through this. What if I had jogged down there and I got raped, or I got stabbed and then they collected my phone? Because that place was a bit darker, right? And a whole lot of things. And then it just made me realize how good God is. Because it's not every day at the time that I go out jogging that I listen to the message of, listen to messages. But that day I was praying, I was listening to I'm like, God, you knew what was going to happen. No wonder he said in his word that he will go ahead of us and make every single crooked way straight. Guys, God is real. Divine protection is real. Divine exemption is real. God is real. I'd like to use this story time also to encourage someone out there. Please don't take your relationship with your God for granted. Pray ahead. Things are happening. The reason why we're still here, or our cases have been different, is because of the grace of God, not because you're more wise. Or somebody will say, okay, I don't go out to work out early in the morning. God took you to go and work out early in the morning. There are people that is even in the afternoon things like this happen to. So the summary of the whole thing is, now God they protect, now God they watch. So don't, allow that part of you to slack. That part, by that part of you, I mean your walk with God. So thank you guys so much. And like I said, keeping it short is the idea. This story time with Eunice is not going to be long at all. It's just like short, but making sure that every single day we're dropping content. Please let me know in the comment section if you've learned something, if you have something to say, if you've had similar experiences, or you know someone who've had similar experiences. And also this period, I want us to please, if you're watching this, make sure you share with someone to watch, meaning that, and make sure that somebody on your contact list subscribes to Eunice Daniel's channel. I'm hoping that at the end of this 1 week we would have grown and would have become better and stronger. Thank you guys so much. Bye. See you tomorrow.